Now I want to quote my teacher, Syekh Abdul Qadir Al-Sufi rahimahullah. He said that, especially this is a message for young people, that you must understand the age or the time when you live. I will repeat it again. You must understand the time or the age when we lived. Jadi kita harus mengerti zaman saat kita hidup. This is very important because we are living in an age which we can't see the truth. Barely. Right? What we see at this time is hoax. It's all hoax. Alright. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Wala haula wala quwata illa billah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, I would like to thank for the Civitas Academica of UIN Syekh Nurjati, and also to Pak Zainal Masluki, who brought all of us here in this beautiful room to learn probably something what you expected, but also maybe something unexpected will come from this discussion. The theme is very important: trading and commerce in contemporary time, especially with the global context. And we are pleased here to have Dr. Riyad Aswad, who has been teaching, studying, and researching on the theme. So, but I will start to provide some insight probably to open all the discussion so that we can benefit as much as possible of what Dr. Riyad will be saying to us today. Now I want to quote my teacher, Syekh Abdul Qadir Al-Sufi rahimahullah. He said that, especially this is a message for young people, that you must understand the age or the time when you live. I will repeat it again. You must understand the time or the age when we lived. Jadi kita harus mengerti zaman saat kita hidup. This is very important because we are living in an age which we can't see the truth. Barely. Right? What we see at this time is hoax. It's all hoax. So I want to quote, this is not a quotation, but when Rasul Sallallahu said, of course it is in my words, that there will be a time when it comes that those who actually are liars will be trusted, and those who are incapable will be in a public position, something like that. So he called this, the Rasul Sallallahu used these terms of ruwai bidah. Ya, ada masa ketika datang orang-orang yang berdusta itu diberi kepercayaan, dan orang-orang ruwai bidah, orang-orang yang tidak punya kapasitas, orang-orang pendusta itu dipercaya mengurus urusan-urusan publik. And those who are truthful has been, put aside from the society, from the community. Dan mereka orang-orang yang dapat dipercaya, yang seharusnya diberi amanah, tersingkirkan. So, just take a little bit of time and see around you what we have right now. Are you having a good leaders or crap leaders? Are you having just economics or unjust economics? Are you having a fair trade or unfair trade? Ya kan? Coba kita lihat sekitar kita sekarang. Apakah kita sedang dipimpin oleh orang-orang yang seharusnya memimpin? Atau orang-orang yang justru tidak punya kapasitas yang memimpin dengan pemilu yang curang dan sebagainya. So part of the science of the current time is that you are told something that is not correct. It's not the truth. So there is two layers of game, you know. So the Sheikh said again, Syekh Qadir, I quote it again, he said, you know, you must understand the secret. And the secret is that things are in a dual, what do you call it, in a dual, not dualism, but there will always be opposites. Ya, jadi segala sesuatu itu ada dua yang selalu seperti laki-laki, perempuan, siang, malam. Allah SWT created all things in dual, like night and day, good and bad, you know, hot and cold, etc. And the Sheikh said, the secret is in the opposite. The secret is in the opposite. So when you hear some current leaders or politicians said that we presented you a good things, so that must be a bad things, right? And Allah SWT has warned us in the Quran that He said, Allah SWT, they said, well, you know, they are doing development, we are making progress, but in fact, they just make corruption. Ya kan? Allah SWT mengatakan dalam Al-Quran, mereka mengatakan kami sedang membangun, kami sedang membuat kemajuan-kemajuan. Tapi sesungguhnya mereka melakukan kerusakan-kerusakan. They just don't know. So if you look at the historical times, people will say that current time is a progress, developed, you know, the best achievement of the world. But in fact, this is the worst. From Islamic point of view, what we are seeing right now is the worst, the lowest situation of life. So, you may see, you know, there is nuclear weaponry, you see all this beautiful buildings, infrastructures, including our mosques, so beautiful, so luxurious. But the secret is in the opposite. You must see what has been going on, so that we see as if that we are living in a develop and progress. So there is one scholar, Italian scholar, ada seorang sarjana Italia yang bukunya beberapa diterjemahkan dan terbit, Profesor Maurizio Lazzarato. He said that, you know, what we see today is the in other words, the opposite of what has been going on, right? If they say there is a development, that at the same time, it's been an anti-development. If they say it's growth at the moment, actually we also having what is called as anti-growth. Jadi kita harus memahami bahwa yang berlangsung hari ini selalu ada kebalikannya. Jadi kalau if you find a good, like this one for instance, yeah, you see this is, wow, this is a very nice drinking, put in a bottle, can easily picked up. But behind this, there's a lot of destruction, a lot of ecological damage, a lot of chemical in it. So with development of this thing, there is anti-development. With the growth of things, there is anti-growth thing, which if you make calculation, the anti-growth, the anti-development, the chemical, the poison that we are facing now, it's much more expensive than what we see as the luxurious life, right? So that same thing is also happening in the economic world, economic sphere. Di dalam dunia economic and commerce and trade, that is also the same thing is happening. So what we can see from these modern digitalized cyber things, we have to be careful. Because just to jump to analysis, that all these digital things means full control. Yeah. Now we are seeing that we will come to cyber or digital currency, right? I think Dr. Riyad will also touch on that issue later. It is as if we are very practical. Now we pay things with just this device, just click, 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 and done. But never forget, when someone is controlling this, they are now in the making of digital currency, meaning that the currency, they're going to control fully. So we can't even control our own wealth. Well, first of all, the wealth is changed into anti-wealth, right? Again, the secret is in the opposite. So nowadays, the more people having more wealth is actually having more anti-wealth, because the wealth today is nothing. It's just electrical pulse, right? And they will make the money. For instance, money is a program in the future. They will define that this money will only valid for such and such zone, or such and such products, or such and such time. So money will have expires, which means that everything is controlled by someone else. We can't even control our own wealth, right? This is just one example of how to see things from other perspective. So there is one other thing that I want to quote Sheikh Abdul Qadir As-Sufi, how to deal with these things. If we understand that the modern living is the worst achievement of human living, then we must find the opposite. What is the best? When is the best human being situation? And we have that because Allah SWT in the Quran says that the best civilization, the best human being, the best life ever was within the time of the first 3 generations of the Muslim. So that is the generation of the Rasul Sallallahu, the Sahaba, the Tabi'in, and the Tabi'in. And we call them Ahlul Madinah. And Shaykh Abdul Qadir introduced us. This is your blueprint. This is the best town civilization, the best contract ever developed and practiced, the best human being characters that ever exist. And that is the Amal Ahlul of Madinah. So I think Dr. Riyad will delineate more, will give you some explanation in more detail. What kind of civilization that we had that should be used as our blueprint. And this is not a call to go back 1500 years ago, right? This is not a call to return to the old, but to revive, to restore. So we are not going to reform, because Islam has been complete, has been perfected, and has been implemented in in certain time, but now we've forgotten. And now we took something else, even though it's disguised as Islam. In fact, it's nothing. It's not Islam. So as I said, I will repeat that, we have a formula that we must go back, we must see, we must find out the best example ever. Right? Because Allah SWT said that Rasul is the best example. Ukhwatun Hasanah, right? So the people around him was also Ukhwatul Hasanah. And it's been recorded in history. It's been recorded in many kitabs, which now we throw away. So we have to pick another message of Syekh Qadir is that pick things that most of the modern people throw away. Pungut hal-hal yang dibuang oleh orang modern. Ambil segala sesuatu yang dibuang oleh orang modern. Dan itu lagi-lagi adalah tradisi amal Ahlul Madinah. Jadi dalam hal kita belajar tentang muamalah, what is taught at universities, in school today is not muamalah. That's why it's not enough just to learn from university. You must learn something else. You have to dig something deeper. And the formula is pick the things, good things, the uswatun hasanah that modern people are throwing away. Now, my final insight would be, so what is the current human being condition? We understand this term, that human being is Homo sapiens, that is biological creature, with rationality, with all other humanity, and therefore people then say that human being is Homo economicus, because we were taught to make all rational calculation on what to do and what not to do, right? But today, modern man is no more Homo economicus. It's no more Homo legis. Yeah, because people say that we are living in a community, then we have to follow certain rules, some convention, some regulation, which is now we are controlled by something else from outside, that we are defined by some other people outside. And now the definition of modern human being is Homo debitor. Everyone has been made as an indebted man, indebted person. So there is all this commercial, financial, economic relation, even political, especially political relation, has vanished. What is now in our life is debtor and creditor relations. Your life, your way of thinking, your attitude is defined by debt, right? So you are not Homo economicus anymore. You are Homo debtor. So if you look at the different level, the leaders level, the para pemimpin kita, they are all defined by debt relation. Their policy, their attitude, what they say is because we are not dependent human being. We are not even not human being because we are not, we have no ability to act as a human being, as a free human being. So the other message of Syekh Qadir is be free. Be free. Resist, be free, and resist. Resist. Of course, there are many other things that we have to practice on how to reach that level of being free man, free woman. I think I will end here. I hope I give you some things. And as Sidi Bayu said, there are a lot of books that we have published to help you in understanding what is being a young man, especially in this age. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.